Number 1. Pray about it. You might want to say that this is not necessary because it's a romantic affair, but that is where we all get it wrong, and let the devil take control because we fail to get God involved in the process. The devil has used it as an opportunity to take us away from Christ by giving us ideas on the things that we're supposed to do when we like someone. God is interested in every part of your life, including your relationship, love start and end with Him. Now, the reasons why you need to pray about it when you like a woman is that you need to make sure that it is God that has brought this person into your life. You need to cross-check and double-check to make sure that it's not the devil and his schemes again at work in your life. It's possible what you're feeling is just an attraction which will lead to lust if you're not careful. Now is the time to pray and seek the face of God to know if His hand is in this with you. Is there something He wants you to do here? Or does He want you to learn something? Or this is the one meant for you? Before approaching the girl, you need to make sure that you have had that sorted out with God so that you have a direction as to where you're heading to. Now is the best time to pray for her so that anything that is in her life that would stop her from seeing you the way you see her, that God should clear the path. Now is the time you have to prepare your heart and ask the Lord to prepare you. A relationship needs all kinds of maturity, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and even socially. Ask Him to touch areas in you where you would be needing His hand to be able to grow positively in the relationship that you're about to start. It's in prayers that we gain clarity as to what God is saying about a particular thing. There are times that the devil can make you feel what is not truly from God, and it takes only prayer to be able to save you from falling into that temptation. You need God to confirm to you all these things and direct your path, and that's why I said to pray about it. Whether believers or unbelievers, we all must like someone in a romantic emotion, so it's okay if you have seen a woman you like. Number 2. Build yourself for what you want that relationship to look like. You have to understand that you have to become the prototype of what you've envisioned to have in a relationship. The reason why most believers' relationship ends up in lust is that they do not build and prepare themselves spiritually for a godly relationship. If you like a lady and you intend on building those feelings you have for her in a godly manner, now is the time you begin to discipline yourself and set boundaries on the things that you're permitted to do in the relationship and things that you're not permitted to do. If Christ is the basis on which that relationship was created, it'll be easier for the name of God to be glorified in a relationship. As a man, you are the head and the driving force in the relationship. You lead and the woman follows. So, when you have not yet set standard and values on how the relationship should look like, then you should be ready to fall for anything that the devil will throw at you, and later on, you end up regretting your actions. To God be the glory you have seen a woman you like after a long time of praying and God answered you. You cannot be the one who spoils it out of your indiscipline. If you like someone, doesn't be in a hurry to start the relationship without setting proper values and standards for the relationship. You need to set spiritual discipline on the kind of activities you will both be doing in the relationship, the fun stuff, and also the kind of conversations you will have. These are the areas that the devil makes us fall into his schemes. The dating stage is pre-marriage season, and whatever habit you incorporate now is what you will see in the marriage. Now is the time you have as a man to plan on those things you want in the relationship. Develop a great dating habit and you will have a great foundation to build your marriage on. A relationship where God is the foundation is always a lasting one. Number 3, slowly but intentionally getting to know her. You cannot fully get to know someone, especially a lady, but there are a few important things that you would get to know about her when you make a conscious effort towards it. You create ways that you make her feel completely safe with you, make her feel comfortable with the conversations that you both have so that you can allow her to be her real self with you. You get to know someone by asking them questions about themselves in a polite manner. How about you try becoming her best friend first? That way she doesn't feel the pressure of trying to be perfect whenever you're around. You also get to know the kind of things that she likes when you plan an outing or when you both are just taking a walk. During this stage, you might get to see things that you might not like about her, but the truth is, if God is the one bringing you both together, then He will make everything work. Every girl is different with her unique values and beliefs. You need to become a student of her to be able to learn how best you can make the relationship work. In getting to know her better, be careful in the kind of places you both go and the amount of time you spend together alone. The devil always has a plan, and he might just send a temptation that you might not be able to resist. As you get to know her, remember that no one is perfect. She would have flaws, just as you also have flaws. Be willing to love her with all her flaws and don't be a judge of her past. Number 4. Become her strongest support system. The easiest way to win a place in a woman's heart and life is to become her biggest support system and a backup for her. A lady wants someone who is always going to be there for her whenever she needs a place to hide from the challenges that life throws at her. A lady needs both emotional and physical support. She needs a shoulder that she can cry whenever she's in pain, and you too be willing to comfort her. If you like this lady as you claim you do, you would be able to give her all this support without seeing it as a burden. As you get to know her, to be sure to help her achieve her education goal, physical goals, and even personal goals. Be there to cheer her up when she falls so that she can keep moving. Spend time with her to show her that you are going to be there whenever she needs you. When you are a godly person, you will realize that this becomes easy for you to do because it's the same thing that Christ has been doing for you. When you begin to do all of this for her, she in turn also reciprocates those feelings back to you. If God is the one leading you to like this lady, He will give you the strength to win her to forever. Number 5. Be honest. You need honesty if you want this relationship that you're about to start to last for a long time. I know that there are times that amid the communication, you would feel like lying because there are things about you that you don't want her to find out. But the thing you don't know is that the evil uses your lie as an opportunity to enter into this beautiful thing you just found. When you tell the truth, it blocks his gate pass into the relationship and he loses his footstool. As you approach her, be sure to tell her everything about yourself and don't be scared if you have an ugly past. The same God who brought you this far would also make every crooked path straight. When you remain true to yourself, honesty destroys the plan of the enemy and allows you to start over again if you have been getting it wrong in the aspect of the relationship. As believers, we don't do things like the way other people do it. No, we do the right way and allow God to lead even in the relationship. You don't need to do the worldly version of things to do if you like a lady. Be sure to follow God to the very end. Seek His direction and allow Him to lead. Don't allow the devil to turn your like into lust. A relationship with Christ as your head is the sweetest kind of relationship you would ever have. Stay blessed.